Hello, Atlanta Athletic Club. Matt Check, PGA Teaching Pro here at the club. If you're like me and you like to go for those par 5s and 2, it's the risk reward that sometimes you may leave it short-sighted here on a very tight lie, going over a bunker to a short pin. I played with enough members to know that this is not a shot that people look for and want to look forward to hitting. So let's talk you through how to hit with an open face wedge off of a very tight lie and to get it stopped before it goes over the green. The way that we're looking at this is you want to grab your wedge with the most loft. Could be a 56, 58. I actually have my 60 degree here. And when you look at this 60 degree wedge, I want to open it up to almost 80 degrees. That's going to put the rounded bounce on the bottom on the ground, and I'm going to really try my best to throw that bounce onto the ground. And you can see as I do it, it's not going to make a divot. Now the way to really utilize the bounce is to shorten your radius quite a bit. So if I'm hitting a normal chip, I'm going to keep my hands away from my body, keep my wrist out of it. But for this type of shot that I'm trying to slide up under the golf ball, I'm going to fold these arms up a little bit and really fold them as they go through. And you can see that my arms are bent here on the finish. And I'm going to throw that bounce under the ball. Throw the rounded flange on the ground, bounce it off the ground under the ball. And if you watch from this angle, as I do that, I'm not stopping my body. If I stopped it, the club would go through and it would look like this. And then I would get too much loft and I would actually swing up on it and hit behind it. But I want to, as I throw the bounce under, I want to keep the body moving, keep the hands moving, so the club goes up over my hands. And if you look at it from this angle, it's going to go up and it's going to go right into the hip pocket there that you would keep a sword or something. So let's hit a couple of these shots. Go ahead and throw the wide open, 85 degrees open or so. Grip it after you do that and get the feeling of throwing the bounce under it. Now to me it's important that I have a little bit of a closed stance to make sure I'm coming from the inside, so as I throw it, it squares up, instead of somebody who's open and swinging away from their body and keeping it open the whole time. So we set up a little bit in the front of the stance to help get a little loft, front loaded on that front foot so I can throw it right up under the ball, not behind it, and lift up. You can just hear that kind of bouncing off the ground with the rounded flange, bouncing up under that ball and sliding under it. As you can see, no divot. This is a fun shot because we're just throwing the bounce under the ball. That one got a little bit away from me, so I got to maybe give it a little bit more speed to try to make it check a little bit. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching.